looks like here we go. That's how we start this video.
Yeah. All right, it's Magic the Gathering, Grand Prix, Salt Lake City. I'm going to read every word on the card.
Every single, even the trademark at the bottom.
We're in the middle of day one. It's format standard. It is round 6. I'm Brian David Marshall. I'm here with Rashad Miller.
Yes, you are.
We are, and we're looking at Nathan Ward playing Blue-Black Control, playing against Josh Utter-Leyton, playing Delver Secrets, here on GG's Live.
Yeah, so we talked a little bit about the decks before the video started, but we could talk a little bit, now that it's being recorded. So now, we got the, the trial run done. So now don't mess up this time, okay?
Okay.
All right, so we have Nathan Ward. He's playing Blue-Black Control. This is your classic grindy. I have counter spells, I have draw spells, I have removal, and I have 1, 2, or 3 actual win conditions. And this is exactly what Nathan Ward's plan is. He has a Wormhole Engine, a couple of Consecrated Sphinxes, but that's really it, other than 3 Nephalia Drown Yards. That's how he's going to win this game. He wants to...
Drown Yards is a fine way to win this game as well.
It's a fine way, and it's probably the quickest, the card that makes it, out of all of the, millstone cards that have existed in decks as win conditions, this is probably one of the better designed ones.
Someone probably opened up a millstone this weekend.
Probably. I don't know how happy they were.
Millstone.
Although Antiquity's millstone, we're talking about the Gold Rush now.
Yeah.
If you didn't know that Star City Games was having for this event. But Antiquity's millstone is a pretty card. It looks very nice. Now, it's probably maybe worth few dollars. I don't know. I don't know how that stuff works. What you kids are doing with your cards after you open them out of your Gold Rush pack. But now we also have Josh Utter-Leyton here. So he is playing the deck that has been the deck for since it became a deck in this season. Delver Secrets, the Delver decks, Blue-White Delver. He's also, he's got Geist of St. Trapt. He's not going with the pure hex-proof package. Right. Like we've seen with the Rune Chanter's Pike versions. He actually isn't running. Is he running any equipment?
Yeah, he's got a couple swords.
He's got a couple of swords, but an interesting card, Honor the Pure.
Right. Little something extra.
It's exactly what it is. Wait, did you do that on purpose? Little something extra?
No. So there we see a Gitaxian Probe from Josh Utter-Leyton. He mulliganed. He sees a hand with Snapcaster Mage, Mana Leak, Tragic Slip, and a couple lands.
Yeah.
And so was that, a mulligan also from...
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Does he have 5 cards in hand and a land in play?
I can't tell. So you see, Josh definitely went to 6. Did Nathan go to 6 as well? No. So Nathan is another card that we're...
Yeah, so Nathan was on a play, and he just played his card, so that makes sense.
Josh Utter-Leyton followed up with Ponder. And so much sculpting you get to do with the Delver deck.
It is, and not only are you sculpting a great hand, you're sculpting a sequence of events that, you could guarantee a Delver transformation.
Right, absolutely. And so, by the way, it's also important to note that it's a pair of Dark Slick Shores there, so he is playing Lingering Souls.
Right, and he gets
which is another card that plays very, very well with Honor the Pure.
Exactly. I think that might be the reason that's the card that's in the deck.
Yeah, again, a 3/3 Geist of St. Trapt is kind of like gives people fits.
Yeah. So does that 5/5 Angel. And so a lot of draw go from Nathan, which is kind of where the Blue-Black deck wants to be. It doesn't want to have to do anything if it can just play a land every turn, especially if one of them is a Nephalia's Drown Yard.
Right.
Then it's happy and fat and happy.
Theoretically, this deck could win without ever casting a spell.
Yeah. And we are almost at that point where we could start trying to do that. But it looks like Nathan's going to target himself to try to gain some card advantage here, virtually.
Right. So he's got cards like Think Twice and Think Twice. He's got Forbidden Alchemy also. That he can.
Hitting one of those is great.
But he also has a full suite of Snapcaster Mages.
Yeah. Turning those guys on.
So every card that's in his yard, that's an instant or sorcery, is potentially another form of card advantage.
So it looks like Josh is going to play the first threat, which is Geist of St. Trapt. which dodges quite a bit of removal.
Right, and he's waiting so he can get to 6 mana to do that because he knows there's a mana leak in hand. He saw it.
Right.
And there's Geth's Verdict.
It's a great answer. But Josh left 3 mana open, one of them being a Moreland Hunt. So he's going to get some value out of that. Guy's to sink trap one way or the other. Drownyard targets himself again from Nathan. And now he's sitting pretty with a Dismiss in his hand. He has Dismiss and a Mana Leak.
Dissipate?
Yeah, sorry, Dissipate. Dissipate and a Mana Leak. And he is ready to do nothing. He's all dressed up, nowhere to go. And he is fine with it. Ooh, tragic slip on the token. I don't know if that token is going to win the race of, 20 turns of Drown Yarding.
Yeah.
But, might as well.
There's another Geist of Saint Traft.
It's probably a great target for Dissipate if you really wanted to just get rid of it. But looks like...
He's got a Snapcaster Mage, Flashback, Geth's Verdict.
Yeah. We call that Snap Verdict.
Jury came back immediately.
Yes. I think we should get in the habit of calling whatever spell is being flashback from Snapcaster Mage some version of Snap or Caster and the name of the card.
Sure, I'm fine with that.
Well, while we were making bad jokes, a Vapor Snag bounced the Geist back to Josh's hand in response. So he gets to try again at the low cost of 1 life.
Sure, gladly pay. That's one of his win conditions.
And it's a pretty good one, especially against blue-black control.
Kind of interesting, also by the way, with the Drown Yard. He may be leery of using the Drown Yard on Josh just because if he sees the black mana, then he's got to be worried about Lingering Souls, assuming he puts Josh on. Assuming he puts Josh on this. Keep in mind, Josh did a deck tech on this deck for Channel Fireball. That's up. Like, people can see him talking about the deck he's playing this event, so he might have that information. There we see a Lingering Souls.
Yeah, but how long can you really play Afraid of Lingering Souls? If this is one of your win conditions, you can't really expect to win with the Snapcaster Mage.
Lingering Souls gets dissipated.
I like seeing cards being reprinted that fit so well in the format.
Yeah.
How Dissipate interacts with Flashback. It was almost like they planned it. So now Josh is pondering his options, the 3 cards in his hand. Not sure what they are, but he likes them, and he draws one, and it looks like it's a Sword of War and Peace. So Drownyard is going to target Nathan Ward again. I didn't see any flashback cards, but...
he's only got 5.
Attack for 2 with Snapcaster Mage. Just goes down to... Snap Tack. We'll just call it a Snap Attack.
Attack.
Yeah. It should be a rule. You have to immediately attack with your Snapcaster Mages.
Yeah, flavor draft.
Yeah.
You also have to play all your spells as soon as you draw them. If it's an instant, you have to play it during your upkeep.
You just have to...
Draw Snap. Right now. There's Liliana of the Veil.
Drawn by Steve Argyle, which I thought was going to be here.
I think he is here.
Is he here? I know he lives here. He's from Salt Lake City. So I would think that either he will be here at some point. He's probably, relaxing, coming in late. So we use the +1 ability, so both players are going to discard a card. Josh, not sure which one's going to be yet. And he picks a sword that he just got off of the ponder. So he drew a taxiing probe. He's going to actually use the alternate casting cost of the blue.
He's down to 11. So. He sees Mana Leak, and is that another Geth's Verdict?
Or Black Sun Zenith. I didn't see it very. It wasn't. I didn't get a good view. It was out then back in. There's that same Geist of St. Troth. I would think that it's not a verdict. It's got to be Zenith. I think the only card that you would attempt that is, a Black Sun Zenith, just because of the mana commitment that it takes to get rid of a Geist of St. Troth. Of course, there's also.
All right, he bounces his own Geist again in response to the ability of Liliana. Gets Liliana down to two counters. His Moorland Haunt has been.
It hasn't.
Inactive is a kind word. It hasn't had any cards.
Hasn't had any opportunities. Yeah. He had one creature go to the graveyard this game. Josh did.
And continues on with the Drown Yard on himself.
I wonder what he's looking for. Other than, he's got Forbidden Alchemy and Think Twice.
He's not going to get decked, right? Like, he's got the Zenith, so he can
just keep Zenithing. Maybe that's the plan. You mill yourself down to just Black Sun Zenith, and you cast that every turn.
Yeah.
How does Delver beat that?
So another
vapor snag. We're not even snapcasting these vapor snags. We're just drawing them and using them.
And Pristine Talisman.
Right now, there's a die in the middle of the battlefield that is representing nothing.
Yeah, exactly.
So don't be confused. Though there is nothing being represented by that die with 2 pips.
It's actually just a proxy for a word of command.
So, I think, is this the 4th time we've played this Geist of St. Troth?
Is that a Think Twice finally that he?
That is a Think Twice. So he finally gets some value. I don't know if that was what he was looking for. If now he's going to stop, but
no,
So here's 3, and are we going to flashback Think Twice? Yes, we are, and gain a life off of it.
Yep.
And get another Pristine Talisman.
Pristine Talisman starts to get a little difficult for Josh to make any forward progress here.
Well, he's attacking for 6.
Sure. For now.
Probably for a couple of times, or at least this once. And the longer Nathan waits to actually deal with this Geist of St. Troth, the more opportunities giving Josh to draw another Vapor Snag or some type of defense.
There's an Honor of the Pure.
That changes the math, if there was math done in this calculation.
So attack for 8.
Attention Magic players, if you are playing
it's a 3/3 and a 5/5 flying angel.
Your event is ready to start. We'd love to see you at the side event stage.
8's a healthy chunk of your life total.
Yeah.
It's 14 to 3 now.
Josh is at 3.
So no more Vapor Snack shenanigans? Is that what we're saying?
Yeah.
So we're going to think twice again.
You just hit Forbidden Alchemy.
And another think twice. Attack for 2. I think I smell the Zenith coming.
Yeah.
Oh, we're waiting.
I mean, Josh at 1. I mean, he can't really.
Yeah, he can't
to attack.
Well, he can attack, depending on what his draw step yields. And it did not yield a blocker. Forbidden Alchemy, sees a land, a Snapcaster Mage, another Think Twice, and a Treasure Slip. Did he just snap keep the... Was it a Snapcaster Mage he tapped? Yep. Down comes Snapcaster Mage, and we're going to do something again.
Yeah, of course he keeps it. Now he's got, it's just lethal damage. He flashes it. His 2/2/1s against your 1 Geist to Say Draft to kill you. You're at 1.
Oh, yeah. I forget that Snapcaster Mage can just attack for 2.
Yeah. Sometimes Ambush Viper's good.
Sometimes Ambush Viper isn't for blocking.
Yeah. So Nathan Ward takes the match.
Or he takes the first
game.
game.
Sorry,
Let's not get ahead of ourselves.
Sorry.
You know what? I have some confidence in Josh Utter-Leyton. I think he can. I think he might be able to at least win one game, at least one.
Okay. That's kind of interesting. Here's a card in Nathan's sideboard that.
I like it. I like that card in his sideboard.
I don't know. I mean, I haven't looked at a lot of these Drownyard decks. Have you seen that before?
I don't think I have. It's a sweet one, and
I don't think we'll see it in this matchup.
We might, with the strategy that Nathan was running. It's even better.
Well, let's keep that one.
We're going to keep it a secret?
Keep it on the QT.
But let's, just as a little hint, let's say that we were, rotisserie drafts was when you lay out the whole set and you draft. Right?
Sure.
Okay, now I know it's only 2 sets so far. Let's say of just the 2 sets, is that your number 1 pick?
Yeah, obviously.
Yes, that is definitely the number 1 pick. Now, how many people do you think that we're talking about the Bloodline Keeper? Right now, how many people do you think?
Most of them.
Most of them?
Yeah.
It's not Bloodline Keeper. That's your second guess. I mean, that's your second clue. But it's definitely my number 1 rotisserie draft pick in this 2-set format. Is your number 1 pick? It's the best card in Limited. But anyway, this is standard. Let's see if we see any tasty tidbits over in Josh Utter-Leyton land. These are all just meat and potatoes over here. We got a meat and potato sideboard.
Sure.
It's probably stock. You can probably find it on your favorite Magic site. Card for card.
See Jace Memory Adapter come in?
Yeah. Well, this is the card I usually see a lot in even the blue black side. I see that in the blue black sideboards too. But never know. It might come in. Nate Price, our director, is trying to figure out the card himself.
Yeah,
and
let's
hear some wrong guess.
They figured it out already, and it's been in there for weeks. No, you're all wrong.
That's not the card. Whatever it is, what was the card? I want to hear what it is.
What was the card?
What were they?
What card did you think it was?
I want to hear I want to hear the wrong card. No, it's not Army of the Dam. But that's a good one. That's a good one. Maybe if I had second pick, and Brian David Marshall was in this draft, I'd be forced to pick. I couldn't do it. I may pick the Zombie Lord.
Oh yeah.
I wouldn't.
Is that your favorite Lord?
Every card
they're all really good.
It's just one less card that they can narrow down.
Yeah, but the captain cycle, they're all really good. It's like if you're drafting again, we're talking about drafting again, and you open up, and your rare isn't too good, but you open up a captain. You can just take it, and your deck is just.
You wouldn't take it over the card we're thinking.
Never. I've never lost a draft with that card.
Yeah, me neither.
You first pick it, you don't look back, and that card just feeds itself. the card feeds itself. Okay, we got magic going on. We may tell you in a different video. We'll tell you in round 7 what the card
The
is.
Gitaxian Probe reveals a hand of Tribute to Hunger, Think Twice. I believe that's a Drown Yard, an Island. Is that
a second Drown Yard?
I don't think so.
That might be a Ghost
I
Quarter
think
then.
it's a Ghost Quarter and a Surgical Extraction.
Ghost Quarters are, well, I guess Ghost Quarters are main deck, so it's not like you're going to take those out. But feels like those are mostly in there for opposing Drown Yards, and probably not for like a Moorland Haunt or just to, get a random land. Turn 2 already appeared from Josh Utter-Leyton, so he's starting to beats early. Are we curving out? Do we have a turn 3 Lingering Souls?
Well, he's looked at the hand. He didn't see a mana leak, right?
Now, Honor appear as white creatures, correct?
Yep.
So Delver comes down. Think Twice. I'm sure it was just at the end of the turn. Josh doesn't have any, doesn't have a Ponder, because I'm sure he would have just run that out there just to, successfully transform his Delver of Secrets into Insectile Aberration. Little sneaky peek from Josh Utter-Leyton. Doesn't see any secrets to be told. Attack for 1. Nathan goes down to 19. Josh is figuring out which land to play. Probably one of those nice full art islands. And there is Geist of St. Traft. So Josh is getting he's getting very aggressive because, land into Black Sun Zenith, that would be pretty good for Nathan, pretty bad for Josh.
Sort of. You can still have a Geist.
No, for 2.
You can still have a Geist.
Oh, yeah, he would still have a Geist. It'd have to be for 3.
Yeah, it has to be for 3.
Oh, so that was pretty good for Josh Utter-Leyton. That was a great play, knowing that he won't lose his Geist to St. Traft until, a couple of turns later, where he can defend it with Mana Leak.
Right.
I'm glad I pointed that out to everyone. Isn't that right? Don't answer if you agree, Brian. Thanks. All right, so here we go. Ratchet Bomb. That's a pretty good answer for a Delver if it ever transforms. Looks like it might. Josh is thinking, should I transform it? Because then I can lose my Delver and my Angel Token for that attack. But showing the Lingering Souls, that may encourage, Nathan, just to wait a little longer. It also makes losing, those 2 cards not so bad.
You just snap kills the 2 creatures without a casting cost.
We only snap kill things with snap.
Oh, I'm sorry.
And obviously that
Wasted
unhinged
no time. Wasted no time.
Yeah, okay. And it would take that unhinged card. Isn't there unhinged card with kill? Never played unhinged.
I'm not looking for a humorous experience when I play.
Just the ones you get when you keep 1-landers and end up mana flooded.
Yeah.
A lot of thinking going on. This is a very, very cerebral game.
Well, Josh is just going to ride his Geist, it looks like.
Yeah, and Nathan Ward seems a little. Well, he doesn't seem too worried, but I'd have to think deep down inside he's not too happy about what's going on. There's a Tribute to Hunger that we saw a while ago. Looks like it's going to meet a Mana Leak. Do we have a Mana Leak back? Probably not. So attack for 8 again. One more attack like that, and we're going to game 3. Now Josh doesn't have any more defenses. All he has is a couple of land, and
Well, he's got a lingering
he
soul.
has a lingering soul. But that's not really. I mean, that's not really there to defend his Geist Saint Tribe. He would have loved for that lingering souls to be another mana leak, obviously, or a Snapcaster Mage.
Tyrell Bingham, Joey Charbonneau, please report to the side of
So there's that 6 land. I'm sure Nathan wanted to have that 6 land in a turn before, so he could pay for mana leak. But he's gonna have to try to figure out a way out of this. You know, where is it? Now, does he have a Snapcaster Mage? Yes, he does. So he's gonna snap. He's gonna snap tribute. I'm guessing.
Yep. That looks like a definite snap tribute.
It's like, did it work?
It did.
It's like, wow. So now all you have to do is deal with 4 2/2 flying tokens.
While you're tapped out.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he gets to untap to deal with them. But Josh can definitely play and flashback Lingering Souls and put lethal on the board.
Now he casts Surgical Extraction.
On the Geist. He sees the Lingering Souls. I don't know if he knew about that. Right?
He did know about it. No, that was the
Oh,
card.
yeah, that was the card revealed from the
revealed.
Delver.
Yep.
It felt like he knew about it, but it seems like he was playing like he didn't know. But
I assume
guess,
we assume the card Josh drew this turn is the Snapcaster Mage.
Yeah, he drew the Snapcaster Mage. But I think the play is just Lingering Souls, and see what happens. Unless if he wants to play really defensive, he could go Lingering Souls and leave snap leak up.
Yep.
So we'll see what Josh decides to do.
Jeremy Bahunin to the main event stage. Jeremy Bahunin to the main event stage.
He also gets a good look at whatever Josh's sideboard plan was.
So he plays the land. So he's probably going to. Well, he's going to cast Lingering Souls. We'll see if he's going to leave up Snap Leak. Land for Nathan.
7th mana.
He actually has the opportunity right now to get rid of those Lingering Souls with that second. He has a second Surgical Extraction, right? I think he does. Or maybe that. Yeah, he has a second Surgical Extraction. So, he's going to wait till the draw step. And he has enough to pay for mana leak. Wow. So, draw step, pause, extraction on your Lingering Souls.
He's just taking Josh apart here.
Yeah, really. There's nothing left. But a Snapcaster Mage, and that guy only attacks for 2. Doesn't get through the Snapcaster Mage on the other side.
Right.
So, and right now, that Honor the Pure does nothing. There's nothing else.
Those are blank cards.
Yep, it doesn't do anything right now.
Assuming Nathan uses the Ratchet Bomb. Tokens.
Yeah, we are making some assumptions here. We're assuming that Ratchet Bomb is going to destroy these 2 tokens. Okay.
Oh, there we go.
Okay, so it happens. So we're okay.
So now Josh is reduced to 3 Delver of Secrets and 3 Snapcaster Mages.
Yep.
As his route to victory.
And he has a couple of gut shots that he can Snapcast a Mage. He can snapshot a couple of times. So if we add up all the damage he can do, he can Vapor Snag.
Well, he just attempted to get his Gataxian Probe with Snapcaster Mage, and
Was that a third Surgical Extraction?
well, he Snapcaster Mage.
Oh, he snapped Extraction?
Yeah, Snapstraction did. Addition by Snapstraction.
I think I remember that lesson. That was actually a pretty aggressive play. Just to keep Josh down to, blanks in hand.
Right. And I guess protect whatever card is in his hand from being revealed.
I think it's known what's in his hand. Did he just draw a 4th surgical extraction? So he drew a 4th surgical extraction, and he has a Snapcaster Mage. So if he wants, he can get rid of the Delvers. And Josh has 0 ways to win, unless somehow he can cast Vapor Snag 11 times. I mean, that's the only way. That's the only other way he can win, if the Vapor Snags are still on this deck. So Nihil Spellbomb, not really doing much. Snapcaster Mage on the Ponder, and there is the 4th surgical extraction that's going to get the Ponders now.
Yeah, we don't know if he brought it. He did bring in the Jace memory deck, so he does. I just saw one.
Did you see one fly by?
I saw one fly by, so he does have.
He has a pseudo win condition. He has to save his Snapcaster Mage to block for Jace Memory Adept and hope somehow to, keep that going. Maybe with Vapor Snags, if they're still in. Maybe with, just drawing. Maybe he brought in Timely Reinforcements. Highly doubt it, but, even a Jace Memory Adept is, it's a long shot from winning this game.
I mean, both players are sort of.
Nathan has a Drown Yard going, so he's currently in the process of winning the game.
And at this point, he can just safely Drown Yard.
Yeah, no fear, 0 fear whatsoever. Nathan's definitely in draw and go mode.
So he uses Evolving Wilds to filter his draw step.
1 less card in his deck.
But he also didn't want to draw whatever he was going to draw there.
Yeah.
He's like, I need a Jace.
That's basically its only. He drew a land. So if he draws Jace, he has 2 blockers. Jace can mill for 10. That's the 0, right? Mill for 10, mill for 10. Mill for 10. So 3 mills for 10. Might get there. I don't know how many cards Nathan has. Could be 30. Could be less than 30.
This looks like a Cursed Death Toll.
And that might be it. Josh may be hoping for.
There goes the Jace.
Yeah, I think Josh may be hoping for some little Jackie Lee luck here. The never say die.
Oh,
Whoa! He just drew Jace, but he
Jace.
doesn't have any blockers anymore. So he plays the Jace. So now, Jace is not one of those planeswalkers that can protect himself very well.
Right.
So Jace is going to. We have a Drown Yard activation in response to something, in response to Jace. Did Jace do anything? Did Jace just draw a card?
So Jace, no, I think Jace milled 10.
He milled 10?
Yeah. +1 is draw a card. 0 is...
Mill 10, yep. But that's it. Nathan Ward wins it. Jace Memory Adept came a little too late for Josh Utter-Leyton. So congratulations, Nathan.